Since they
Last
got guys
question.
at the trade deadline, Miami's been really good at turning teams over, but the first 2 games, you guys have really held on to it. Just what's the key to playing clean basketball like that against a team like that?
Pick on Tyler Hero.
Jeez Louise, Darius. I mean, come on. How about some manners here? We got Donovan Mitchell shoving poor Duncan and not even getting a tech last game. Now you're saying we're going to pick on poor Tyler Hero? Come on. Leave our white guys alone. The white guys in your team are cooking us enough. We're just a lowly 10 seed. Man, oh man. I don't care. We're taking game 3. I'm telling you we're taking game 3. I'm telling you. Mark my words. We made adjustments. I don't know about you guys, but I'm still sipping that hopium. My delusion is still strong. No. I'm not delusional to the point where I think we're going to win this series, but I still think that we might get 1 game on the Cavs. Dare I say 2? But I really do think we're going to get 1 on them. Because in these first 2 games, they're figuring stuff out. They're making some nice adjustments. Game 1, yeah, Ty Jerome played like Kobe Bryant. By the way, Ty Jerome, great player. Very frustrating player to deal with, but great player. But he's a New York guy. I'm a Jersey guy. He reminds me of kids I grew up with that were like kind of the bad kids, but cool guys, but kind of the bad kids. You didn't really want to bring around your parents, and they may have sold ecstasy and coke to like college kids at Rutgers and Montclair State. He kind of reminds me of one of those kids. Not in a bad way. I'm sure he's a great guy. Like I told you before, Peyton Pritchard reminds me of Barrel from Nightmare Before Christmas. And what's his name? Ty Jerome reminds me of a dude who drives like a blacked out BMW that sells a little X on the side. That's all I'm saying. Great basketball player though. But he went and played like an all-star in Game 1, and then in Game 2 you have one of the most insane barrages of three-pointers in that second quarter I don't know, perhaps ever seen in my life, or certainly have seen in a long time. Where did they go? I don't know. 11 three-pointers they made in a quarter? What were they, like 11? I know at one point they were 10 for 13, and then I stopped counting after that. 43-point quarter. Even in the third quarter, the Heat go down 19. I kind of zoned out a little bit. I'm not going to lie, I zoned out. And then at the end of the quarter, I think they went on a 6-0 run, and I'm like, oh, we're down 13. And then we all saw in the fourth quarter, they brought it down to 2 with 3 minutes left. And what I was so proud about is that how that team did not give up. Because most teams, after that second quarter, after being down 19 in the third quarter, they would lay down and die. But that Heat team, they kept fighting and fighting and fighting. And if things broke a little bit different, they may well have won that game. 2 of the major adjustments we saw no Alec Burks, no Kyle Anderson. We saw Davion start, and we got Jovic minutes. It was a lot better. Now, a lot of people are mad at Jovic. I saw an post-game interview of Jovic, and he was really mad at himself and said he cost them game and all that stuff.
Yeah, I mean, I got what I wanted, and that's to close the game in the playoffs. The stuff that I did at the end, is really unacceptable. I really did cost us a game, and I just got to be better. This is my 3rd year. I'm not a rookie anymore. I see what's the deal, and how to get to the playoffs. And the stuff that I did today was just not good. I'm really grateful that coach got me the opportunity, and I know if I'm not worried about shots. I know if I had those shots again, I would shoot them every time because I know I'm open and I know I can make them. But he just didn't go in, and I got to be better.
Look, this kid has not played basketball in an NBA game, and how long has it been? I mean, he had a broken hand. He was out for what? I don't even know how long. 2 months? 6 weeks? I don't know, whatever it's been. Then all of a sudden you get thrown into the deep end in Game 2 in the playoffs against arguably the best team in the NBA. And yeah, did he have some really ugly misses in the end and a bad turnover and all that stuff? Sure, yes. But he also did a ton of amazing stuff in the second half that initiated that comeback and really played some good basketball. It should not be a surprise that his legs weren't there in the end, that his conditioning wasn't there, his decision-making wasn't quite there. But, in a game or two, that'll come back. And even a guy like Khalil Ware, like I can't even get mad at him because you have to remember the kid's like a 20-year-old rookie. Just be happy with what we've gotten out of him this season. Be happy with that. It should not be a big shock that we're not getting some huge playoff performance by a rookie that's 20 years old against Mobley and Allen and the Cavs and all that stuff. I'm not mad at Ware. I'm not mad at Jovic. Hopefully we get more out of those guys as this series progresses. But at the end of the day, you got to remember, we're not beating the Cavs. It's not going to happen. It was never going to happen. What's good is that these younger guys are getting experience. Davion's getting experience. Nico's getting experience. Khalil Ware's getting experience. Pell's getting more experience. And of course, Tyler and Bam, it's always good for them to be playing in the playoffs. So overall, I'm fine. I'm content. I like the adjustments that they made between Game 1 and Game 2. And I'm really looking forward to Game 3. And I do believe that the Heat can indeed get 1, dare I say 2 games on the Cavs. And what was so cool about watching that comeback is that it was such a blue-collar, hard-nosed kind of comeback. Like, they didn't do anything crazy. They didn't do anything crazy like how the Cavs did in that second quarter. They just chipped away at it. And it was these little runs, like that little 6-0 run at the end of the third quarter. That was huge. And then in the fourth quarter, the biggest run they had was, I think, a 13-2 run, which is a good run, but it's nothing crazy. It wasn't like one of these 22-1 kind of crazy runs you see some of these teams go on. They just chipped away, and it was real tough, hard-nosed, blue-collar kind of basketball. Like, there was this one sequence. Bam got an offensive rebound, kicks it out to Haywood, he hits a 3, we're down 8. And then the next possession, Jovic gets an offensive rebound, kicks it to Mitchell, he hits a 3, and we're down, 4-6 points. And just chipping away. And then little by little, you look up, Davion throws a lob to Bam, boom, we're down 2. Tyler hits a pull-up jumper, we're down 2 with 3 minutes. And you're like, oh my God, this is a game. And unfortunately, we had some bad turnovers. Donovan Mitchell did Donovan Mitchell stuff. He hits a 3 and then another 3. He had, a 17-point fourth quarter. And we don't have that guy. That's the problem. And I know Tyler has been absolutely phenomenal, but to me, there's still a jump from you get a guy like Tyler Hero, and then there's that next level of like a Donovan Mitchell or how we had Jimmy in the playoffs. There's like another level, and you're only going to go so far with Tyler being your number one guy. Maybe that's an unpopular opinion. If you disagree with that, I understand. But it was a great fight that the Miami Heat put up. But, against a team like the Cavs, they're just always going to have a guy that can kill you. And I just want to shout out Davion Mitchell and Haywood Highsmith, man. They've been really, really good. They combined for 35 points, 13 for 16 from the field. That's insane. 7 3-pointers. Man, I love those two guys. And the guy I'm pretty disappointed with is Andrew Wiggins, man. I mean, I don't get what that guy's deal is. Like, he has flashes of being so good, and then he'll just kind of disappear and make boneheaded plays, and I just can't figure him out. And it was the same on the Warriors, and everybody sees the potential he has, but then I don't know. He's just weird. Like, I can't figure that guy out. So, maybe we'll see a little bit less of him and more Nico. I'm not really sure what to do with that situation. And Bam, look, I do not envy the position that Bam is in. He's down there dealing with both Mobley and Allen. He's doing what he can. He's trying to help. And he had a lot of assists and a lot of rebounds. I do wish we could get more out of him on the offensive end. But Bam's offensive numbers that game, not impressive. 3 for 9. 5 of those 9 were 3-pointers. And I think he only made 1 of those. And he was only 2 for 4 from 2. Only 4 field goal attempts. Bam, we got to pump those numbers up, baby. And this Cavs team, they're so good and so deep and so connected and all that stuff. It's really a pick your poison kind of scenario, because if you blitz and double Garland and Mitchell, they're going to pass out of that double and someone's going to be open for 3. Whether it's Ty Jerome, Max Strus, Sam Merrill, Mobley can hit 3s. What's his name? DeAndre Hunter, he's really good. You got a Coro who's good. You got friggin' Dean Wade, who's a good player, and he's not even playing. They're just really good. And it's like a whack-a-mole problem. You try to solve one thing, another problem pops up. You try to contain Mitchell and Garland, well, they got Allen and Mobley. Try to contain Allen and Mobley, they got a whole bunch of role players that can kill you and hit threes all day long. Our rotation defense has to get better. And this is all easier said than done. Look, there's a reason that they have the best record in the league, right? It's because they're a very, very good team. Personally, I can't wait for the Celtics and Cavs series. So that's it. I'm not going too in-depth with this game. I really am curious as to how Game 3 pans out. That's kind of like the do-or-die game for the Heat. If you lose, you're down 3-0, forget about it. If you win, well, okay, now it's 2-1, and the next game's at home too. Could you tie it up? Could you do something crazy? Make it a little fun? Doubt it. Who knows? I like the adjustments. I like that they didn't roll over and die, and I'm proud of this team. Let me know if you disagree. Let me know if you disagree with me. I might do a quick little video within the next 24 hours or so about that Amen Thompson Jimmy Butler play. Was it dirty? Was it not dirty? Was he tripped? Was he trying to take out Jimmy? Who knows? What do you guys think? Okay, Game 3, I don't know when it is. Saturday? I'm not sure. But I'm looking forward to Game 3.